Gary Broomhead just took home the second Continental Cup championship. Before we get to the conversation here, you've seen Jeff Good many times today. You've seen Anthony Eugenio many times today. I do want to publicly and wholeheartedly acknowledge our fourth partner who is back there slaving away for this production so that you can enjoy it from home. L. David Irene, thank you so much for what you've done all weekend.
That's what we do. We make darts on TV.
Well, we hope, and with some good sponsorship, maybe we can get it further on TV.
That's our next step.
And that's what we're here to discuss. We really are. We want to talk to you folks off the cuff a little bit about what we feel we've done, where we can go with this, and
well, the plan is coming together. Our plan was to put together as many professional dart players as we possibly can. People that are serious about the game, people who want to learn how to be a professional dart player, which includes media, and good gameplay. And once you're there, you have to go through basically a system, which is learning how to prepare yourself, number one, and then be able to come here, work under the lights, okay, be told what to do, and then come up here and perform. And it's been a 2-year process right now, and we've got a lot of great dart players so far. We're just looking for the next 16 great guys to come up, right? And we'll put them together. And that's just stage one.
I think one way that is personified what you just said. Jim Newman put out a post yesterday, and it said, "This is unlike anything I've ever done in 10 years of darts, and I can't wait to get back to it."
Yep.
That exactly personifies what they just said.
It's all about the way these guys are reacting. And I say guys, I mean we had some women on the tour as well. Just the way that they're reacting to it. The first year is just kind of like breaking the ice. It's about establishing the dart, showing people what our vision is. This year was bringing, like I always said, the darts plus then the streaming, the broadcast, which we couldn't have done without you. And next year it really is about the streaming, the broadcast, and the sponsorship, and taking it to the next level. Guys, you saw what we did today and this weekend. There's a lot of space out here that's begging for some corporate names. So we'd love to see you on here. Let's talk a little bit about the weekend. I really want to know from you guys, what is your number one memory? What's your favorite part of this weekend? That's tough, I know, but love to hear it.
all right, I'll give you the one that jumps out at me, and it's not probably not what you're going to expect. Guys like us, what we kind of dig while we get to score these games, it seems like a lot of work, and it is. But you also get little treats, and you get to hear what the players are thinking and what they're saying. And James Kinney comes up today. He hits a 555, and he says out loud to himself, 135 still good enough. And he puts the next dart in the 20, and he says, James, put another one in. And he does, and he scores 135. And I just that sort of stuff you get. It's an insight at the board that you don't get in the crowd or watching on TV, and that's kind of, for me, that's the stuff I dig doing that.
Maybe we should start putting mics on. I mean, that is our next step.
Well, that's true.
So it's reality. And people love reality. If they can. Well,
I mean, we're on the time.
I was going to say, we got to have a delay there, right? That's right.
What he scored?
We were looking for a cough button for Colin Cosell on yesterday morning. I think we need another type of button for that.
Yeah.
Jeff, what about you? What's your takeaway from the weekend? What's your favorite moment?
There's a lot of them, but one of my favorite moments is probably a mistake I actually made. My good friend Jeff Miller, known him for several years, in a match, and he's playing Gary. And I'm calling, I was like, Gary, you require 40. And it's Jeff Miller who's throwing, and he walks up, he hits it, and he walks up and goes, my name's Jeff. So to have your friend do that to you, kind of give you a little stab in the back there, it's really funny. It makes for good memories.
Yeah, it's funny that both of you kind of talked about the inside and the stuff that happens. My first match of the day, it was the John Part match, and you're rusty. You come in the first match as a caller, just like the players are, right? You're as an official, you're rusty and what have you. And we had gotten down, and John had a big shot to leave himself 121, and he was going to come up next. And I had just finished calling the shot, and I'm sitting there staring, and he walks up to the line and he goes, 121. I'm like, huh? 120. Oh, John, you require 121. Always good when the player corrects you. It's nothing better than that.
Nothing like a true pro to prompt you in the right
exactly.
direction.
Well, and if there's anybody who knows how this is supposed to work, right, it's John freaking Part. So that's that is so embarrassed, but at the same time, it was all in good humor. What about you, David? I didn't hear your favorite. I mean, you were back, so you got to see all this stuff, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, we put together. Finally, we were able to add a cameraman or two, and that seems to happen. I think one of the most enjoyable things was watching, the live feed come up, and then what are you talking about? The talking on the side. What do you call that? The chat. What's the matter?
No,
David, Gary Broomhead, our world champion.
Yeah.
You get that for the evening. We got something else for you to take home. Go down to the pub and have a good time with it.
Don't just treat it like the Stanley. Well, don't treat it like the Stanley Cup. No,
There's
that's a bad idea.
I always get a washer on the bottom. Have a drink.
Right.
What was I talking about?
Your best
Your
match
best,
of the weekend.
the cameras.
Oh yeah, we get to add all of the elements, like a cameraman that can pan to get the hero shot as they come back, and to get those little extra shots. That just it ups it to the level to where the people who were the audience were actually enjoying it. We have people from all over the world chiming in, saying, "Hey, this looks better than blah blah blah. Or it looks better than blah blah blah." I mean, have people coming on and saying, little Joey.
Yes.
He calls up. He writes in. He says, "You know what? There's people. If you look at the numbers of your viewers, we'll take that and multiply it by 3 to 10 because there's areas where people are watching this in full bars, and that counts as a one.
Brockville.
So I guess watching the people play and enjoying it is the #1 enjoyment for us because it proves that yes, we can do it. And then side by side, we're watching the people over in England do their thing today, and there's 7,500 people screaming. And some of the darts looked about the same. We don't have 7,500 people screaming in here.
Yeah, they all have flights and shafts. They look the same. Absolutely.
We had 7.5 people.
That's right.
It's all on a scale.
White picket fence, 2 kids and a dog. It's all here.
So one step, if I had to say anything to people out there that are maybe watching this once or twice or 100 times or seeing it, is to basically get those people, you out there, get the friends that you know that don't play darts to kind of come in and watch, and to watch what we're doing, and so we can grow our sport into something bigger. That's all, because it helps. It won't take that much to flip it up and to turn it on.
Will not
and to make it
long.
make it happen. We're looking for somebody right now who's
We're
15.
close.
Yeah, 15-year-old right now. We're looking for him to be him or her to go to the World Championships, and that's the CDC's goal.
Absolutely.
Is to find a
Amen.
North American champion,
Amen.
and to just to stir that up a little bit. And it's going to take the parents, and the parents are going to have to help their children. Figure out how to do this. So just look at it. You can look at us as pioneers, but like my friends say.
Am I sitting next to Magellan here? Is that?
They say, Irene, this is going to be great. This is going to turn into a 50-year overnight success. So I got 9 more years. Let's get it on, okay?
You're mentioning youth, and you're mentioning youth and cameras. So, it's the small things. I heard you say it earlier. That it really is the small things that make a difference between the stationary stuff and what we did today. And maybe the people at home don't realize the level of appreciation they're getting out of it, but that movement on the camera that's behind the board to be able to track the players when they move left and right and keep them center shot. I mean, that's not something we were able to do over the course of the season. That was pretty awesome. And we had what essentially amounts to an intern, 16-year-old girl back there who's amazing on the camera. So there's a lot of things you can do if you can't play the game, right? There's always the broadcast side of it too.
It's amazing. She was panning.
She was wonderful
and doing Facebook at the same time.
Gary was driving her crazy, going back and forth. And he said out loud at one point, he says, "I think I'm driving the camera person crazy."
At one point it was kind of going left, right, left, right, left, right.
Well, we appreciate anybody to write into the CDC website and let us know what you thought and let us know what we can do in your head for us to improve.
info@champdarts.com. It's a great way to email us if you know a company out there that's a potential sponsor, somebody who would love to help us grow the sport of darts. We're looking for partners to help us grow, to create that next
Not
North
free money.
American champion.
Partners.
We're not looking for money. We want
Well, we are
partners
looking
to
for
help
money.
us grow. Well, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest
Take
here.
some of my money back.
But-
to help.
Yes, that would be nice.
We want partners to help grow this.
The point of this, of us coming here to speak to you and wrapping this up a little bit is, we obviously wanted to come through the passion we have for this. We really care about this. We really do.
Yeah.
We've given our lives for this, and we put hours and hours and hours. I mean, we joke, but we're up. This company runs 24/7.
3 a.m. conference calls.
I'm on the East Coast, and there's any given hour that at 2 a.m. somebody shoots a message out. But we've done it all our lives. I mean, 20, 30 years we've put into this, and our families know it, and we really care about this. And that's kind of, you know, what Jeff was saying about it. You know, it's this is informal, and I want it to be. It's not hat in hand. You know, we want to build stuff. We want partners, and we need support from every different angle. You know, like David said, the non-player yet, the next world champion who's 13, we want to turn that player on, or we want that kid to pick up a set of darts and want to be Larry Butler and Gary Broomhead and the CDC stars. We want the players out there now. If you care about this, we need you. You're important. The one player's impact is astounding. You don't understand. So if you care about this, come out to see us. Make one weekend, you know, get involved, support us just with that one weekend. If you can do more, that's great. And then the companies, we need you. This guy has done an amazing job. He laid it all out this weekend. We're so proud of what we've done, but we can do so much more, and we want to do so much more, and with you. And again, you want to promote the game, you want to move the game forward in this country. Come with us, contact my partners, and we're going to make it worth your while. And we're going to move this. We're going to move this all together.
We'll make it worth your while.
In the vein of sponsorship, we would be remiss if we didn't give another thank you from the bottom of our hearts to Nozomi Nishikawa and Cosmo Darts for all of your support for the past 2 years. From us to you, it was just amazing, and we hope we're with us for many years to come. Thank you for believing in us. That's just amazing. Also to 9 Dart Out, to Ken McCowan, to DartConnect for being our partners. I cannot say enough about Greg Tong, who is also a floor official, and David Maher watching us from out in Massachusetts. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And
also some of the distributors that supported us in
Pickled Pig,
facets.
from A to Z Dart, Scotty Burnett, who some of you heard on the stream today, just a real believer in the game. From the Cleveland Darter Club, and you've got to say the ASL in Philadelphia, to Jim Newman and to Anthony Marquet and to Timmy O'Brien and all of those guys out there, to Lauren, you know, you have no idea how much those comments you give us, you know, when we look a little down mean. It really is awesome. And so at this point, guys, I want to kind of wrap it up if we can.
Yeah.
I would like to say, I do want to give a quick shout out and support. I got married last weekend.
That's right.
I'm here this weekend. And she got me her full support about it. It's all good, baby. I'll be home in a few days.
Yes. All right. And so from Woodland Hills, California, your sister Rose is there. What? Okay, and then I want to,
and then David.
I want to play us off.
Yeah, I just want to wrap up. I think we're making a difference. We're making a difference in darts. I think this. Players get better, and that's our mantra. The players get better, the game gets better, and the product gets better. So we've worked hard, and we're going to continue to work hard. We really are excited about 2017. We're again going to commit ourselves to another full slate of a good year, and we want you to be better. You make us better. Thank you.
We'll see you on TV.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our entire staff, thank you to Greg Tong. Thank you to our floor officials, Aaron Quinn. Thank you to Tobin Bush. Thank you to Colin Cosell for being here all weekend and emceeing us. All the people in back, John Ronholm, who's been thankless back there supporting us, and all of you at home. Again, for my partners, Jeff Good. I'm sorry?
And the Dirty Bull.
Oh, and the Dirty Bull. Thank you, of course, to the
Tavern.
Dirty Bull Tavern. For my partners, Jeff Good, David Irete, and Anthony Eugenia, I am Peter Cetera saying goodbye to the Dirty Bull. See you next year.
And fade to black.
Thank you.
Roll the credits.
Woo!